How y'all doing? I think today, instead of talking about the writing, I'll just read it. And I'll post it to CuppingEars.com as well. It's called As I Sit in My Chair. As I sit in a chair at my grandparents' house tired, I'm lucky to move and to think and to work and to rest. There is someone out there who doesn't have feet, but is grateful for their hands, and I have them both. Though I'll always chase a better present, it doesn't mean I'm not happy with the one I have. I'm bored easily, as is every other human, so I prefer the risk of leaving a boring present for an uncertain future. Through the shuffle of life, I am bound to fuck up. I try not to, but I do. Yesterday, as I was writing what you're reading/listening to right now, I was informed that a light that had been on for 2 days outside my grandparents' house is actually an alarm light. An alarm light's a signal that a walk-in freezer holding thousands of dollars worth of meat has not been running. Today, at work, a cow needed a C-section to be done. Her calf was too big. As her intestines spilled out of her body, death was imminent. We drug her suffering body outside of the barn where my uncle shot her in the head. Though I do not take fault for these fuck-ups, and maybe no one can, I don't know what that was. It kind of scared me though. I think it's I don't know, pipes. Fuck, hopefully it's the pipes. Okay. Where was I? As her intestines spilled out of her body, death was imminent. We drug her suffering body outside of the barn where my uncle had to shoot her in the head. Though I do not take fault for these fuck-ups, and maybe no one can, life has a way of putting them in front of us. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? But I know life can be a lot meaner than it has been recently, so why am I to change it? As I sit in this chair, I try to find something to criticize, something I believe to be worth changing. I find myself to be right more than anyone else. I speak to you like I have something to prove. I'm defending my pride, not my argument. My inner dialogue in times of success is my biggest hype man, but in times of failure is my biggest critic. Stalking the confidence in myself, it usually follows its suffocation. This is a pivotal point in one's action. I get mad when I do not know and you do, because you're not better than me, even though you never said you were. How do I act when I'm wrong? How do I act when I fail? Well, usually not too good, but it's something I'm trying to improve on every day. It feels shitty to be wrong, and I believe people's reaction to fault has led to some of humanity's biggest downfalls. We have killed time and time again in guard of our beliefs. Any threat to them is threatened in return, resulting in a wasting cycle. This is my criticism, and I'm including myself in this criticism as well. I'm no better than the person who sat in this chair last. We have wasted so much life, both instantly and through years of stubbornness and humanity's refusal of being wrong. It is amazing to see our past be proven incorrect every day, yet we hold what we believe to be true with such inflexibility. I mean, there was a point in time where humans burned women at the stake and swore them to be witches if they walked with their chin up in confidence. I hope most of us can look back now and see how hysterical that was. Yet, even today, I see disputes over religion and land turn into fights. Not fights with our fists, not even with knives, but fights with bombs and missiles and drones. We can't even look each other in the eyes before we kill each other. Maybe if I saw the eyes of a man I was trying to stab, I would wonder why he was trying to stab me too. Obviously, we both think we are right enough to die for it, but what can you do from your grave? I acknowledge I'm young and naive, and there is a lot to this mess I'm unaware of, but I do not understand how conversation cannot replace war. I swear it to be possible. I have avoided my own wars by this. I've seen bar fights end in drunk hugs. I've seen minds changed that were deemed unchangeable. I've seen the most beautiful blue sky turn into a stomach-sinking gray, yet I talk to it. We have complicated life to such an extent that money, power, and pride have built a throne atop the bodies of those who have disagreed. This is a habit that is so much older than anyone else who can listen or read this. A habit that will continue in complacency. But it is a habit, like any habit, that can be changed. As I sit in this chair, I look into the fire. What a beautiful thing. I would love to see the face of the person who first discovered its existence. Fire is proof of beauty, and beauty is proof of hope. Just as fire can burn, it can warm too. This fire gives me hope that all this commotion is just a step in the walk. Thank you guys.